Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. This is Veronica of Higher Realm Holistics, Lady V. Thank you, supporters, subscribers, and Patreons. Please share these videos with those who you think it might resonate with. If you're interested in any of my services, books, merch, t-shirts, webinars, sessions, and higher realm magic information and meditations, please visit higherrealmholistics.com. Hey guys, I wanted to interject this before I start the main video. I just got off the phone with my aunt in New York. They're in Queens, and my uncle was taken to the hospital yesterday, and he is diagnosed with coronavirus. They're in their early 80s, and I just spoke with my cousin, their son, and he has it also, but he's in self-quarantine. But my uncle is hospitalized, and he's not doing well at all. Honestly, from what my cousin was telling me, I don't think he's going to make it. But who knows? There's been some miracles. And but he does have diabetes and high blood pressure, and a few months ago he did have acute renal failure. He did bounce back from the renal issues, but you know, and he smoked for a good 30 years. I mean, he hasn't smoked in a while, but he did smoke for a very, very long time also. So, you know, prayers out to them. Quite frankly and honestly, I saw him passing since last year. Last year I saw that he was going to pass away this year. And he's a very hyper, travels all over the world type of guy. And he just got back from traveling, so he probably came in with it. That's what I'm thinking. And my aunt does not have it. She's still absolutely fine. All right, guys, on with the show. Good day, Brave Awakened Ones. QV here. What's up? We have the victory. This is going to be like a potpourri. Okay. Part of it is a remote view. That's what my NRVs are. The remote views. Sometimes it's just a download of information that I get when it comes to current stuff that's going on. Could be it could be you know, what's going on out there in the solar system, how it's about to affect Earth, what's going on in Earth itself, what's going on with the whole Ascension and Awakening movement, stuff like that. Okay, this is a pretty intense one. I was just like, honestly, I wasn't too sure what to do with it. Like, do I say something? I'm like, well, I pretty much put myself out there already. Why the heck not? Okay, so let's get into this. All right. First, we do have some activity going on out there with our sun, some solar wind that came in. We did hit the red zone. It went pretty high, hit 5. Okay, so that's between the 29th and the 30th. So that just happened. This is UTC time. So this is what happened. Okay, we had some hot spots. There was a CME that popped off a few days ago. Bam, there it is. You see it. That's Earth. That's the sun. There's a CME popping off, and it does hit us. See? It's a pretty big one. All right, we go over here to stereo A. Bam, you could see it right there coming off. All right. There it is, floating off. And let's go down here. You can see some pretty hot spots around on the sun popping off. Check out Suspicious Observer. He covers it real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, like I said, this is just something I learned in college, which was a long time ago, and I was guided to start taking it up again because all this activity, you know, our sun's a portal, all this activity coming in, and it's going to have serious effect on the Earth, for the Earth's ascension itself, and we serve as conduits. Okay, so all these things that you're feeling as ascension symptoms, yes, some of them is your physical form changing, but a lot of it now, for those of us who've already embodied our rainbow light body and our diamond template body, again, not everybody gets up to diamond template, if we've reached our height of our own physical evolution, from regular carbon-based to, plasma-based and to crystalline, we serve as conduits. We've always served as conduits. We channel in the energy to ground it, and we also help Earth expel the energy. And literally, like about an hour ago, my body just started shaking real bad. My teeth started chattering, and now I feel like I'm like below zero. My body temperature can drop below 95. It has happened, and it feels like that's where I'm going again because my fingers are getting numb. So I'm going to probably need a sweater in a minute. I'm trying not to wear a sweater so I could show one of my lady VTs, but I'm shaking real bad right now. I'm controlling my teeth chattering. So yeah, we got a lot popping off at the sun right now, okay? Now, this is very interesting. I want to look at the Schumann, and this is where I usually go, and their sight is down. Their sight is down. I don't know what happened. So I went to my alternative. I know the Schumann was like 47. It hit 47 and like says like it's 11 now. So yeah, it looks like it's 11. And it peaked at, you have 29. It peaked at, looks like around 40, 43, something like that. And here's another code coming through. You still have the 17 code. Now here's another code over here coming through. Very interesting. You have all these different layers. This is all the matrix coming down, the 3D, okay? What happened to that? Our favorite site for the Schumann? I don't know. I hope they come back up. I hope they come back up. All right. So there's a lot of solar activity going on, and I'm sure the dark ones don't want us to see it. Okay, let's get into this stuff. First of all, yeah, I notice like there's a lot of contradicting ideas and thoughts of what's going on when it comes to the war zone of the hospitals. Now, this guy, Todd Starnes, he's at Brooklyn Hospital, which is where I had my daughter, actually, and let's listen to what he says.
Stay safe wherever you might be. Just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it looks like here in New York City. The mayor, the governor says our hospitals have been turned into war zones. Well, I want to give you an idea of what that war zone looks like
by Prospect Park
here in downtown Brooklyn. So this is my neighborhood.
And I'm very familiar with the area. My daughter was born there.
And again, you're hearing one thing on the mainstream media, and this is what it's like in reality. Very quiet, very calm out here, not much going on at all. And as near as we can tell at this moment, and again, things may change periodically, but as it now stands, there is not massive chaos outside this hospital. Now let's head over to, this is where people normally stand up to get testing for the coronavirus. And we want to give you guys a pretty good look at what's really going on out here instead of what the mainstream media is telling you. But as you can see, not much happening. And this is a hospital that serves thousands and thousands of people here in downtown Brooklyn, New York.
Yes, it is.
So again, there are no lines of people. There is no mass chaos out here, contrary to what the mainstream media is telling you. It's just a quiet day, a quiet Saturday here in downtown Brooklyn.
This was yesterday. Now, my take on the whole thing is maybe those scammers in the government in New York, maybe they're shuffling people to certain facilities to cause chaos and madness. That's what I'm thinking, because like I told you guys, I had a cajillion contracts thrown at me. Even while making the videos, my phone was just till 9 o'clock at night, nonstop calls from California and from New York asking me to come work in the ER or ICU. And I was offered, you know, when I say no, I get callbacks. I was offered in the 3 digits hourly. In the 3 digits hourly, okay? That's what I was offered. And that was the last one I was offered was to come work in the Bronx, and I almost said yes to it. But what I know of that hospital in the Bronx also is that that place was always crazy. That place was always a hot mess. Okay? It was always a hot freaking mess. Always. Okay? So I was like, oh my God, it's probably 100 times worse now. So I checked on my friend who manages an ER in Queens, a pretty big hospital in Queens. And she told me, don't come. It is crazy down here. It's worse than ever. But that ER was always crazy. I've worked there. It was always crazy. It was always shorthanded. Just like the hospital in the Bronx was always a mess. It was always shorthanded. It was always short of equipment. Okay. Now my sister, she works in Atlanta. She's in an urgent care system connected to a big hospital system. Sometimes she goes to the ER too. And she said, it is a lot, and they're short of the PPE, which is the protective equipment, the mask and the gloves and everything. They're short of that and the gowns. So I'm like, are these shortages purposely being created in certain facilities, especially in urban centers? Okay. I know this hospital very well, Brooklyn Hospital. My kid was born there. All right. I know the area very well. So I'm surprised they're not bombarding Brooklyn Hospital. But the calls I'm getting for are for Queens. Then you have some Manhattan facilities. I didn't get any requests for me to come work in Brooklyn. Bronx is a big one they keep asking me to come work in. So not Long Island. So I'm wondering, I got calls for LA, for Northern California to come work out there. So I'm wondering, is it certain facilities? Are there certain facilities that they're bombarding? So that's what I'm wondering. That's what it seems like to me, especially since they found millions of masks and thousands of ventilators hiding out in warehouses. Hashtag Puerto Rico all over again. Okay, another Puerto Rico. All right, so I wanted to talk about that. Now, the NRV that I received was about Renegade. We all know who Renegade is. Renegade is this dude. Number 44. Right? This is Renegade. Barry. I was shown a heck of a scene. It was him and Big Mike out on a yacht in the ocean somewhere. It was dark, and it was like Navy SEAL type coming up, jumping the boat, and I heard what woke me up was Big Mike screaming. I was like, what the? And then I was there on the scene watching everything, and I watched the SEAL dudes, the Navy SEALs, grabbing Obama and dragging them onto their boat. And they tagged her, put an anklet on her, tagged her, but took him. And they took him, and he was just like real quiet, like real stoic. He didn't even say anything. He didn't say a word while she was screaming and yelling, blah, 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 and reaching out. All I saw was her reaching out over the yacht, trying to grab him and stuff. And they wrestled her down and tagged her and everything. Oh, I'm shaking so hard. Sorry, I'm trying to control myself. Because I need like 10 sweaters right now. I guess goosebumps everywhere. So yeah, they snatched him, and they brought him to a much bigger ship. And the ship was white, a huge white ship. And it's not those hospital ships. They brought him to a big white ship. It was somewhere in the Mediterranean. That's why I keep hearing somewhere in the Mediterranean. So they put him in there, and he was behind bars. Then they want him to start tweeting. And he was like, I don't know what you want me to say. And I'm standing there next to the military guy, and he noticed me. He saw me. He was just like that. And I was like, oh my God, he could see me. I just got a flash just saying that. So a flash of light. So he saw me there. Like I said, when I do the remote view, sometimes they could sense and see me. So don't be surprised if you don't see all of a sudden tweets coming out from him and from Big Mike, because the alliance, they got him and his team. Let's put it that way. And, you know, I've played this before. It's on my Twitter, and I'll play it again. So you could see what he was doing. This is right before he left office. He was like deputizing these people. That's what he was doing. He has a big foothold over Hollyweird. And like he was deputizing them. Like say like he's the sheriff and he was deputizing them. Okay, so that's what was going on with this whole Medal of Honor thing. So you see how those usual suspects are. Now I went on each of their Twitters. We know the ones who are on complete lockdown right now are Oprah and Ellen. Okay. And like yesterday, Oprah put up this because this guy died, this reverend died. So she honored his life, blah, 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 because she wants to act all religious. She's the one here to snatch all of us who are spiritual, right? And on the 25th was her, it's 11/11, make a wish. 11/11, the last post she had was on the 25th, which I tried to send flowers to celebrate you at Gloria Steinem. On this, your 86th, all of the florists I know are closed, so sending love and blessings instead. Happy birthday to you. Now, we all know from her and Madonna, those of us who've been following, and Sharon Stone also, Hollyweird has a thing with roses, and roses signifies, number one, pedophilia, and also it signifies, the rose petals signifies the adrenochrome. And Madonna had a whole thing about the roses also. Okay? So she's basically, their dealers are basically out of the stuff. Okay, but like I said before, she's been tagged. Madonna has been tagged. Ellen has been tagged, and we could tell the Hankses have been tagged. We could tell by their tweets and how their Twitter accounts and their Instagram, which I don't go on that often. I can't stand Instagram, but I had a subscriber shoot me a video, and I was like, you know what, let me go follow these knuckleheads on Instagram. And yeah, there's something I have to show down there. Ellen, she posted this, these, oh God, I hate when I see the babies, the children and the baby. It makes me sick to my stomach every time I see babies on them. So this is, boy, they're looking haggard. They're looking rough. You couldn't let them get their makeup. Do us a favor. At least let them get some makeup. But we need to see them deteriorating. People need to see them deteriorating rather quickly. So this is her and Portia de Rossi. And they're cooking. Okay? But besides the cooking, you will see what she's going to show. All right? And you can see their this also was taken over. Their Instagram also was taken over. All right, so here we go.
Hello. Hello. All right, what are you making? I can't pronounce it this time. Okay. Kofta. Okay. Kofta. Potato. All right, here's what I'd like to say. I have this stack. I just got the Great Wall of China.
China's about to be hit.
And Dubai.
Saudi Arabia collapse.
Did that one.
Where is that?
So, yeah, a lot of side tower. And that's what's going to happen soon. And, sorry. All right. Goodbye.
She seems so thrilled. She seems so thrilled to share with us. What was that last building? Does anybody know that big white building? It's not the White House. It's not the Capitol building. What is that last big building? Maybe is it Israel because they said they're saving Israel and Saudi Arabia for last? Okay. And was that in order? Is that what's about to fall? So somebody please, please, please tell me what that last building was if you know. All right. So we have that. Again, these are the ones, as you saw in that previous video, that Obama knighted. And if you could tell what his crew is like, okay, his crew comprises of the people who like to play the good guys, just like him. Good, wholesome, smooth, good talkers. Notice the people he was deputizing. They all have that reputation. Okay? They all have the good guy reputation, the big philanthropist reputation, the ones that people would trust without question. Okay? Like Oprah, like Ellen, like Tom Hanks. So those are the ones he was over. But now, yeah, let's get back to Renegade where he is. He is on some prison ship. I saw them. It was dark. It was like down in the belly of the ship, and they told him to tweet. Okay, and there's some of the military people on that ship with Michelle, with Big Mike, and they're going to make her start tweeting also. So it's all a head game. All right, optics are very important, as Q says, extremely, extremely important. All right, so yes, we don't fall for what we're seeing. It's all a game. It's a show. Enjoy the show. Like Q always says, right? It's a show. They're putting on a show now, and it's to mindfuck the rest of them. All right, now we have another one. Nobody's homie Comey, James Comey, who was what was he? FBI. Head of FBI, one of the FBI scumbags. Okay, now unsure how to use Twitter now. Gee, how did your thumbs fall off? He was constantly tweeting crap, right? Don't know enough to tweet about COVID-19. Don't want to tweet about Trump. Instead, I will try to spread things useful, comforting, and distracting rather than contagious. During a really hard time. Today, I start with my social distancing selfie. Today, he starts with his house arrest. That's what he's talking about. He looks scruffy as hell. He never looks like that. Mr. always looks smooth with a tight suit, right? So I believe he's under house arrest also. And they're allowing these knuckleheads to tweet. They're letting them tweet. They're allowing them to do all that. But as you could see by the comments, again, another sign that their accounts were taken over. See? Yeah, director of FBI. Their accounts are taken over. See? That's how you know they're under house arrest. Their accounts are totally taken over. So he's completely, and they allow them to get all disheveled and stuff like that. So he's screwed. But they let them tweet to play mind games with the rest of them, with the rest of the dark ones, I should say. Okay, and we all know this is coded. He's calling for some other stuff to happen. Now, here's something that really disturbed me when it was Ellen's Twitter. Yeah, we got a decode to do here. Okay, we're gonna do we're not gonna watch the whole video, but If you have strong feelings about pineapple and potato salad, you don't want to miss this week's hashtag OM Clint, whatever this guy is. Now,
this ain't a potato salad. More people eat hot dogs than these foods. Okay, but Clint.
I don't know why it's doing that. Why isn't it showing it?
The lies you tell, I wouldn't be grabbing no household item to cut my food.
Let's do this again. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to play it because I don't want to hear his stupid mouth. But it's purposeful. It's very purposeful, okay? This entire video is about hot dogs and potatoes. That's what the entire video is about. It's about hot dogs and potatoes. Now, we all know what hot dogs are. And these pedo rings, little boys, young boys are considered hot dogs also, okay? Now, see, her account is totally hacked. And here's my comment. Spud. This is the Urban Dictionary colloquial for potato. Spud, a potato, a boy who has not hit puberty. A boy who has not hit puberty. So that's the other right here. A spud, which is a potato, a boy who is, why is it doing that? Okay. A boy who has not hit puberty. So that's what I think she's trying to put out there. And again, they're allowed to tweet so they could hang themselves. Because the more she tweets, the more she's tightening the rope around her neck and around all her friends' necks. See, adrenochrome, child trafficking. There isn't a single positive comment here. Spirit cooking. There isn't a single positive comment. You see this? How? When you satanic pedophile ring is exposed. Do you see this? There isn't a single one here. Not a single one. So you know they're under house arrest. And they're being allowed to tweet, putting stuff out there, or I honestly, like even on her Instagram, it's obvious her and Portia are doing this under duress. You can't tell. There is so much. You do not need to be a psychic. You don't need to be a light worker. Nothing. You can be plain old dumb. You could be the most asleep person and see that these people are under serious duress. She's under some duress. It's hysterical. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, when it comes to Obama, he was there. They wanted him to tweet and stuff like that. They were telling him what to tweet. So that's why I think all these tweets, they're being guided and told what to tweet. They're under house arrest. They're being guided and told what to tweet. Now when it comes to, oh yeah, remember what I said about Comey. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place because I'm shaking. I'm trying to get a control of myself because I'm freezing. Remember what I said about Comey. He's going to be suicided. That's all I have to say. Like I said, he ain't going to be around for long. He is not going to be around for long. I already said that about him. Again, we see this talking about potatoes and hot dogs, spuds. All right? Young boys. Dirty potato. That's another nasty meaning. Someone who doesn't appreciate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's letting them. The most vile and depraved acts of sexual misconduct you ever lucky enough to be part of. Okay, that's what dirty potato means. Depraved sexual misconduct. So there's another one. I think they even use that word, dirty potato, in Yeah, I think he actually says that. So there it is right in your face. Okay. You just have to look. Yeah, so Obama, they're all tweeting, and they're also on their social media, the ones that are captured and tagged, and because they're being made to, okay? And it's to basically not be able to face the public so the public could know. They're outing themselves with their own tweets and Instagram posts and Facebook posts. They're outing themselves. So now we're going to start seeing the Obamas being outed that way. And I know a lot of people are talking about Hanks. They're showing him and his wife are here and everything like that. Oh man, I had it and I don't know what I did with it. Tom Hanks. Okay, and look at this post. It's, hey folks, we're home now. Like the rest of America, we carry on with sheltering in place and social distancing. Many, many thanks to everyone in Australia who looked after us. Their care and guidance made possible our return to the U.S. Yeah, you're extradited. Your ass was dragged back again screaming. And many thanks to all of you who reached out with well wishes. Rita and I so appreciate it, Hanks. Yeah. No, Mr. Hanky Pants. And I know people, they were saying, yeah, here's a picture. They were posting pictures of him. They were posting pictures of him and Rita Wilson, yeah, coming off, coming out of the plane. Here we are, going into the car and smiling and stuff like that. Yo, it's a setup. Optics. People, enjoy the show. Optics. Optics. Enjoy. Run, Forrest, run. Okay. Optics, yo, optics. So people, yeah, see? People like, oh my God, they're smiling. They're smiling. They're in their car and they're smiling. Do they look like they're really smiling to you? Seriously, folks. She looks like she's controlling herself going, oh my God, oh my God. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know what people are saying. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So I don't know what folks are seeing because I'm not seeing that. People are so angry saying, I can't believe they're here. Yo, come on now. Take a good look at that picture. She's not laughing. She's not smiling. They're not laughing and smiling. All right. There's a lot going on. Can we see anything from that? Hold on there. No. Darn it. I'm trying to see if we could see a reflection off of that. No. All right, people. Don't be fooled. Anything else I want to say? Oh, yeah. Oh, and I freaking deleted it. Yeah, they're Ellen and Portia. They have some nonprofit scheme going on in Africa. Man, leave the Africans alone. I'm tired of it. Leave the Haitians and Africans alone. I know we got the sweetest blood because you love that melanin to rejuvenate your ass. But I can't wait till my people are set free. God damn it. I'm fed up with it. Yeah, they have some huge campus they're building. It's supposed to be, saving the gorillas, conservation. Was it Uganda? The Ellen Fund. Here we go. The Ellen Fund to save gorillas. Am I buying it? Not one goddamn bit am I buying it. Ugh, here's another freaking pedophile, pedo whore. I'm not buying it. And the fact that I see his damn face there, it's just another camp for them where they're going to be pillaging the African people. Who knows? Maybe doing their experiments and stuff. Who knows? What I want to do is I want to do some research to see if it's still going on since they took her down. Oh, God, this poor child. Yeah, right. This stuff gets to me. I had to study for her, study her a lot because I had a dual degree, and anthropology was one of them. And I even had to look at that, the Queen's crown. What? Oh, so the Queen's over this. Is that it? Queen Elizabeth II has made an incredible move by announcing she will no longer wear fur. Now that's a regal decision. Why do I doubt it? I don't know. It looks like a pool of blood that she's going into. Bloodbath? You brought it for her? Is that it? I am not. Yeah. With the tongue sticking out and everything. Yeah. That's all right, you monsters. You're going down. You're going down forever. We don't need you as our freaking saviors. All right. Starting to get pissed off. Okay, everybody. So, yeah. Just wanted to share that information. Hang in there, everyone. Again, make sure you have some cash on hand. I am going to call my son and remind him. So make sure you have some cash on hand, everyone. And, yeah, be prepared. The message I keep hearing with the 10 days of darkness coming up is the cutoff of communication between the alliance and us, between the Q team and Trump and us. But again, remember that emergency service thing that's going to come over your phone. So don't be surprised if your phones have issues, if your cell phone has issues. I always had a landline. I don't know why I didn't get a landline when I moved here. So yeah, that's it. And yes, everyone keeps emailing me. Yes, it's worldwide, guys. Yes, I've said it so many times. Please listen when I talk. People just you don't listen, and then I get a cajillion emails and cajillion questions. I'm already stressed out enough without these hundreds of emails with the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, worldwide, yes. Twitter is worldwide, is it not? Social media is worldwide. What makes you think it's going to go down in the U.S. and not down wherever it is you are? Come on now. Think. So, yeah, no panicking, please. Your family's going to need you, so soldier up. Even if you are nervous, which I am, because I'm away from my children. My son's in freaking New York, and so is one of my sisters, my BFF. So, yes, it's nerve-wracking. And I really wanted to get my son down here before that, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, any which ways, yes, especially for parents and our kids are away from us, it's rough. I understand. So just hang in there, guys, and just do our best. On the other side of it is freedom. The other side of this is freedom. Sometimes you got to go under to get over, to go over. All right. And that's where we are right now. We're about to go under. So, yeah. What is that submarine symbology? Q always uses, time to turn on the red lights. Going red. We're about to do that. Okay, so we're about to go under. Hold your breath. Get ready. It's all good. All right. QV out. And please, somebody tell me what the heck that white building was with the Legos with Ellen. All right, bye.